Hello friends, it's Sachio. Welcome to Sachi Yoga. I'm going to be showing you a yoga flow that can help build you a strong, flexible back. Let's begin. We're going to start in tabletop position. So your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. We're going to start with some cat-cows to warm up our back. So chest comes forward, looking up, tailbone tilt. Exhale, chin to chest, round your shoulder blades, navel draws in and your tailbone tucks. And inhale, coming forward. Make sure your chest is pressing, tailbone lifting. And exhale, tuck your tailbone. Do this a few more times in your own timing. And coming back to neutral, we're going to raise our right hand, look up to the ceiling, and we're going to thread the needle. So you can either rest your forearm on the ground, or if you can, bring your shoulder all the way to the mat. And inhale, bring your hand all the way up, and then place it on the mat. Same on the left side, we're going to inhale, left hand comes all the way up, looking up. Exhale, either bring your forearm or if you can, your shoulder all the way to the mat, looking up. Just warming up our back. And inhale, left hand reaches all the way up. And coming back to the mat. We're going to go into downward dog. So your wrists shoulder width apart, your fingers are spread. We're going to push away from the mat. Elbows draw in, they face each other. Head hangs heavy. And your feet place again, hips width apart. If your heels can touch the mat, that's fine. If not, that's also okay. And your hips nice and raised to the ceiling. From here, we're just going to do some spinal waves. So we're going to come into plank position. We're going to raise we're going to do an anterior pelvis tilt with our tailbone. We're going to use that to pull us away from the mat. Head hangs heavy. And coming back into a plank position, your chin is still tucked into your chest. Tilt your tailbone, looking up, and come back to downward dog. Do that a few more times. Just warming up our back still. And once you're in plank position, you're going to drop your knees. Your chin and chest are going to come to the ground into an 8-limb pose. You're going to sweep forward into upward facing dog. And coming back into downward dog. From here, we're going to come back into our plank. We're going to lower all the way down to the mat. We're going to sweep our hands in front of us. We're going to lift our upper body into a Sphinx pose. Just warming up our body still. Your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Your fingertips are spread. Do this a few more times. If it's too easy, your hands are going to come a little bit wider, maybe the width of your mat. You're going to angle it slightly out. If you can, you're going to raise up into a cobra pose. And exhale, slowly come down. Bring your hands underneath your armpits. We're just going to come back into a child's pose, just to rest our body, counteract that. And back into downward dog. From here, our right leg sweeps all the way up. We're going to plant our right foot in between our hands. We're going to come up into warrior two, sweeping your hands up. We're going to have our right hand, so the palm is facing up. We're going to sweep all the way back. And then either coming forward, you can either place your right forearm onto your right knee, or if you can reach the ground. And do this, inhale and exhale, sweeping down. A few more times in your own timing. And coming back to neutral, we're going to windmill our hands down. We're going to sweep our right foot up, and this time your right leg bends. Bring your right knee to your right wrist, just planting your leg down into a pigeon pose. Stay here. You can either come onto your forearms or resting. As we're warming up our back, I think it's best just to have your hands planted on the ground. You want to make sure that your left hip is reaching to the ground. It's not lifted up into the air. The closer your right foot is, it's a bit easier. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring it up so it's at a 90-degree angle. That's also what's comfortable for you. From here, we're going to bend our left knee. We're going to bring our left hand to grab our left foot on the inner part. From here, you can either leave it grabbed here. You can either have your left hand still grabbing the inner part of your left foot, or you can do it so that your fingertips are pointing the same direction as your left toes, and you're going to gently bend your left foot closer to your left hip. And then exhale, bring it back, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, hold it, and exhale. From here, you can either grab a strap and wrap it around your left foot, or you can grab the left hand grabs the outer part of your left foot. We're going to come into king pigeon. I'm still working on this. And you're going to try and get your, I feel like my voice is constricting. You're trying to get your left foot to touch your head. And slowly coming out of it, gently release your left leg and planting your hands and coming back into a downward dog. We're going to roll forward into a plank. We're going to come down into chaturanga, slowly upward dog, and exhale into downward dog. Just going to repeat on the other side. Your left leg comes up, bend, left leg comes up. We're going to plant our left leg in between our hands. We're going to come up into warrior two. Left hand your palm faces up. Just going to lean back. Left hand comes, and either your left forearm can be placed onto your left knee, or if you can reach the mat next to your left foot. And do this a few times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And coming back to neutral, windmill your hands back down either side of your left foot. We're going to sweep our left leg back, bend our left knee meets our left wrist, and just slowly coming down into pigeon pose. Again, just staying up here. You can use props. If it's too much, you can lean a little bit forward. Your right hip is trying to push to the mat. There's a bit of a habit or a tendency to come up like this, but you want to actively push your right hip to the mat. And I think that's a bit of a misconception with people, is they think that flexibility and strength don't necessarily go together. But a lot of the times you're using your muscles and strength to push yourself into these positions, not in a bad way, but that's how you get the right flexibility. From here, if you can, your right knee is going to bend, your right hand is going to come to the inner part of the right foot. You can either leave it like this, or if you can, you want your fingertips facing in the same direction as your toes, palm on the toes. We're going to inhale and exhale, bring it closer into our hip. Inhale, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just hold it here. You should feel a nice stretch in your quad. And slowly release. If you can either grab a strap and wrap it around your foot. If you can, you're going to grab the outer part of your right foot. You're going to come into King Pigeon. Slowly release, gently release, so that your right foot comes gently to the mat. You don't want to fling it like a slingshot. Hands come to the mat. We're going to come back into our downward dog. Pedal out your feet if you'd like. We're going to drop our knees and come into a child's pose. Counteract what we've just done. Relax a little bit, take a break. Again, coming back up into a downward dog. We're going to slowly come forward into a plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and coming back into a downward dog. From here, we're just going to make your way so that you're laying on your back. So there's a few different ways that you can do. You can either just do a glute bridge. So from here, this is the easiest one to do. You're just going to raise your hips so that your shoulders are still on the ground, and you can either just rest here, build up your strength. You can place your hands and clasp them underneath. Position it so that you're on your shoulders and rest here. If not, what we're going to do is come into a wheel pose. So your fingertips face your feet. You want them nice and close to your shoulders. We're going to lift up into a bridge. From here, you want to make sure that you're straightening your legs so that we're not compromising our position, putting too much stress on our wrists. You want to use your back muscles, straighten your legs so that we're using the correct muscles to hold us into a wheel position. And exhale, slowly come down. If you're in your bridge, your glute bridge, you can slowly release. Just rest here. If you want to bring your knees into your body, just give a few circles. Press your lower back into the mat. Should feel good. And coming back, you can either come back into your glute bridge and hold it here. If not, we're going to come back into our wheel. So fingertips facing our toes. Hands are nice and close to our shoulders. We're going to lift up. Straighten your legs. And this is something a yoga teacher gave me, and I actually quite like it. We're going to do some push-ups. So you're going to bend your elbows, try and bring your head in between your hands, and come up. Just do 2 more. And the last one. And coming back up. And slowly exhale. Release yourself back into the mat. Again, you can bring your knees back into your chest. Give it a bit of a squeeze. And slowly, just making your way into Shavasana. Ankles come wide. Relax your body. You can stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready, just wiggle your fingers and toes, bring a bit of movement back. Your eyes are still closed, just roll onto one side. When you're ready, come back into a seated position. Eyes are still closed. And gently open your eyes. If you're still feeling a little bit of pain, you haven't really worked out your lower back or your back, you can just do a few gentle child poses. Just rest there for a little bit. Make sure you're quite gentle with the movements that you've done afterwards. It can be quite a lot of pressure or intensity if you haven't really done much positions or yoga poses that involve your back, but it is something that is very important. I find that as I get older, I've been warned that you can have back issues, so trying to strengthen your back with both, doing strengthening positions and also flexibility can really help. I hope that was good for you. Thank you so much for watching.